In this video, we will discuss best practices you can follow to create accessible PowerPoint files. Microsoft PowerPoint is one of the most commonly used slideshow presentation tools. As PowerPoint presentations tend to be highly visual, it is especially important to create your slides with accessibility in mind. This video will describe some best practices you can implement, which will provide a better experience for all users, including those who use assistive technologies to access your content. Before you begin adding content to your PowerPoint slides, you will need to select a theme or template. You may wish to use the Ontario Tech University branded templates found in the toolkit, which is the template you see here. For other themes, click on the Design tab near the top of the screen. Whether you choose to use one of these themes or create your own, be sure to select one with a simple background and good contrast between the text and the background. You should also select from one of the sans serif fonts, such as Arial or Ubuntu, which is easier to read than more decorative fonts. If you are displaying your presentation on a screen, stand near the back of the room to ensure that your font size is large enough to be easily viewed. Avoid using color alone as the only means to convey information, as individuals with color deficiencies may not be able to distinguish between certain colors. To select from a variety of pre-designed accessible templates, go to File, then New, and then in the search field over here, you can type accessible. Here you can see a variety of accessible templates. These templates were created with accessibility in mind and ensure that the slide design, colors, contrast, and fonts are accessible for all audiences. They are also designed so that screen readers can easily read the slide content. The most important feature to consider when creating accessible PowerPoint files is the use of slide layouts. Most slide layouts include a slide title near the top of the slide. This title will be presented as a heading to screen reader users and will be the first item read on each slide. Ensure that each slide contains a descriptive title. This will allow for easy navigation through the presentation. To select one of the many slide layouts available, click on the Home tab, then select New Slide, then select the layout that best suits the information you would like to convey in the current slide. In order to create meaningful content that is accessible to users of screen readers, content should be ordered in a logical way. Screen readers read titles first, then content as defined in the slide layout. They will then read any other content on the slide in the order that it was added. To view the reading order, click on the Home tab, select Arrange, and click on Selection pane. Screen readers will read slide content from the bottom to the top. On this slide, for example, the title will be read first, then the content in placeholder 2, and so forth. If you click on an item in the selection pane, the corresponding content will be selected. To change the slide reading order, simply drag and drop items in the selection pane. PowerPoint presentations often contain many images. When a screen reader encounters an image, alternative text, or alt text for short, can be read out to the user, making the content more accessible. To add alt text, simply right-click on the image, select Format Picture, click on the Size and Properties icon, and select Alt Text. Enter a title and description into the appropriate fields. Appropriate alt text should be accurate in that it presents the same content of the image. It should also be as concise as possible. If an image is purely decorative, an empty alt attribute can be used. Simply type alt equals open and close quotation marks into the description field. When adding a link to a PowerPoint slide, avoid using raw URLs, such as the one you see here. Raw URLs do not make sense to screen readers. Links that lack context, such as this "click here" link, should also be avoided. Rather, link text should be descriptive, such as the one used in this third bullet. For more information, visit this PowerPoint accessibility article by WebAIM. To add a link, simply highlight the text you wish to link, click on the Insert tab, and then select Hyperlink. In the address field, just paste in the URL, then click OK. Microsoft PowerPoint comes with a built-in accessibility checker, which will discover most accessibility issues and explain why each might be a potential problem. It also offers suggestions on how to resolve each issue. For example, it will scan the document, ensuring that all images have alt text, all slides have titles, and that there is sufficient contrast between the text and the background. You can find more information about the rules for the accessibility checker by clicking on this link. To access the accessibility checker, click on the File tab. Then click on Check for Issues, and then select Check Accessibility. A window will appear identifying all the inspection results. For example, the accessibility checker found that one of the images in this presentation is missing alt text. If you click on this item, it will take you to the corresponding slide. Below the inspection results, you'll also notice additional information, which explains why you should fix the issue, as well as how to fix the issue. Let's add alt text to this image now. Notice that as soon as the issue is fixed, the error disappears. The resources on this slide were used to create this video. You may wish to view these resources for more information about PowerPoint accessibility. Thank you for watching this video on how to create accessible PowerPoint slides. For more accessible instructional design tips, visit the Teaching and Learning Center's website at tlc.uoit.ca. You can also reach us at teachingandlearning@uoit.ca or at 905-721-8668, extension 2816. Thanks for watching.